John?
Okay, this is a meeting of the Templeton Mass Conservation Commission, Monday, September 18th, 2013, at 6:30 p.m. We are in Town Hall and the conference room at 160 Patriots Road, East Templeton, Mass. 01438. Okay, first is 6:32. We will go into the review of the minutes from last meeting, 8/21/23. Get a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
And I will make a motion to second.
Any discussion?
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor, Dave,
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Passes.
Okay.
So the next on the agenda is an abbreviated notice of intent for 81 Turner Lane for an 875 square foot garage addition with the 100-foot within the 100-foot buffer zone of a bordering vegetated wetland. To open the hearing, I will read the legal notice. 81 Turner Lane, 511-29.2, abbreviated notice of intent. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held on an abbreviated notice of intent filed by John Waskowitz of 81 Turner Lane. Project location is 81 Turner Lane, map 5-11, parcel 29.2. Description of project is the construction of an 875 square foot garage addition within the 100-foot buffer zone of a bordering vegetated wetland. The hearing will be held on September 18th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. at Templeton Town Hall. Any person wishing to be heard concerning the above application should appear at the time and place indicated above. The abbreviated notice of intent is available for public review at the Development Services Office, Room 3, 160 Patriots Road during regular office hours. The abbreviated NOI is also available upon request from J. Case at templetonma.gov, George Andrews, Chair. With us this evening, we have the applicants, John Waskowitz. I do have a complete filing.
All right, that's a seat. Have a seat.
Wonderful. She will be for the RDA later in the agenda. Thank you. So would you like to explain to the commission what you would like to do?
Sure.
Just in summary, they have the filing of the
Okay.
plans.
Yeah, on the attached garage that was originally built to the house. The first part of it, there's two garage doors or overhead doors in the front. A lot of the homes had a walk-in door kind of on the front of the garage, so you could go in that way instead of using the front door of the house as your main entry. Right now, when you go into the left-hand door as you're looking in the garage, the stairs to go in the house are actually in the garage bay. That's the only, that's how it was built. I don't know how it was accepted that way, but it takes up about 4.5 feet, of that first bay. So when you go in the front of the garage, you have to park offset or on an angle. So we'd like to put, an extension of 5 feet on the side of the garage, so that we can fit a front walk-in door and move the garage doors over as well, just to kind of correct that layout. And then in the back of the garage, we'd like to add, it's 25 feet of depth just for storage or, to have toolboxes and shelving and things. So that would actually be in the rear of the house or the rear of the garage, kind of opposite or off to the side of that wetlands area.
And the filing is because the 5 feet to the right is in a buffer zone of a wetland. And it's an abbreviated NOI because it's under 1,000 square feet. It's 875. Mass DEP did give you a file number like an hour ago.
Finally caught up. Yeah.
Did you get to read their notes?
Yeah.
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 So they're just saying that they recommend that the commission verify that there's no evidence of unpermitted filling on this lot during their site. I did a site walk and it's dry. There's no wetland vegetation. It's been like that for 20 years or more.
No, that was the
Do
only,
you concur?
yeah, that was the only question
That was
I
when the
had too
builder did
was.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, when it was originally built, on the original engineered plan, you can see where the wetland is actually located, but
It's your front yard.
yeah, then, when it, I don't know, came up, just this year when I did the permit, it shows kind of a marked area where it, it looks like there would have been previous wetlands, but those were never marked before.
Yeah.
Like when the houses were being built
Yeah.
20 years ago.
So it was altered by the builder over 20 years ago. Upon the site visit, there was no indication of wetlands or vegetation of any kind. So the only wetlands we're concerned with are the ones to the right that
Yep.
he would like to do 5 feet into.
In the back of the garage, is there any elevation difference?
I believe your septic is back there, but you already
Mm.
cleared with the health agent that it doesn't affect.
So many, the footage between them?
Yeah, it's not
Mhm.
on the septic. Correct.
Mhm.
And I believe the closest point to the wetlands that we measured would be 30 something, 32, 34 feet would be the closest. 28,
Is that
28 feet
So-
was the closest that we measured
okay
from
from
the,
the front corner?
yes.
Okay.
So the closest point would be 28 feet.
Any other questions?
No.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. I'll make a motion. We accept the abbreviated NOI.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion?
Oh, any more discussion? No.
All those in favor, Dave,
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And so voted.
So you're all set. I will work on the order of conditions and I will reach out to you guys this week to come get it.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I can give you guys this. Just sign.
I need one piece of that.
You want one paper back?
Yeah, one accept the.
No,
I always do that, right? I always make some. Oh, no, I'm
I
sorry.
think you have it.
No, I got it
I
still.
need that in the minutes. Did you sign them?
Okay.
Perfect. I'm good. Next on the agenda is NOI for 198 Patriots Road for removal, then replacement and relocation of propane storage tanks within the buffer zone of a bordering vegetated wetland. To open the meeting, I will read the legal notice. 198 Patriots Road propane tanks, notice of intent. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held on a notice of intent filed by Chris York of Greenman Peterson, Inc. on behalf of Mike Tierney of Energy North Group. Project location is 198 Patriots Road, map 4-10, parcel 112. Description of project is removal of existing bulk propane storage tanks while replacing and relocating them with 2 new 30,000 gallon above ground propane tanks. The proposed alteration is set to be located in the buffer zone of a bordering vegetated wetland. The hearing will be held on September 18th, 2023 at 6:30 PM at Templeton Town Hall. Any person wishing to be heard concerning the above application should appear at the time and place indicated above. The notice of intent is available for public review at the Development Services Office, Room 3, 160 Patriots Road during regular office hours. The NOI is also available upon request from J. Case at templetonma.gov, George Andrews, Chair. And Mass DEP has not assigned this a file number yet.
Okay, we can open this and we'll have to close it because we do,
Continuing.
continue with the next week. Next month, because we do not have a NOI number from the state.
So do I hear a motion to continue the hearing to the October 16th meeting?
I'll make a motion.
I'll
Any
second it.
second?
No dis-
Any discussion?
No discussion, Dave?
All those in favor, Dave,
Aye.
George?
Aye. Done.
This will be heard at the October 16th meeting pending Mass DEP provides them a number by then.
Oh, you guys can go if you're all set. If you want to say watch us, that's fine. You can sit and watch us. We don't care.
Excited to be able to be here.
Oh, we have many days. There you go.
Next on the agenda is RDA for Dwelly Farm on Barre Road for the hand pulling and herbicide treatment of invasives. To open up the hearing, I will read the legal notice. Dwelly Farm, Barre Road, request for determination of applicability. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held on a request for determination of applicability filed by North County Land Trust. Project location is Dwelly Farm on Barre Road in Templeton. Description of project is hand pulling of invasive plants and treatment of herbicide. The hearing will be held on September 18th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. at Templeton Town Hall. Any person wishing to be heard concerning the above application should appear at the time and place indicated above. The request for determination of applicability is available for public review at the Development Service Office, Room 3, 160 Patriots Road, during regular office hours. The RDA is also available upon request from jcase@templetonma.gov, George Andrews Chair. Representing this request is Emily Merlino from North County Land Trust. She is with us via Zoom, and she has brought her Jess Applin, who she will introduce.
Hi there.
Hi.
Jess Applin is here from Land Stewardship Inc. with me, and they are the contractor we're using for herbicide treatment and for assessment and planning for the project.
Thank you. So, Emily, while the commission reviews the packet, will you just give a quick summary of what North County Land Trust would like to do?
Sure. So we've been working with Land Stewardship Inc. to manage invasives on the property for the past 3 years. So we'd like to continue working with Land Stewardship Inc. on their newly done assessment plan for the property that was completed this fall, or at the end of the summer rather, work to begin this fall. And there's a large population of non-native invasive glossy buckthorn on the property, which we've been working to manage, and we'd like to continue that management as well as treat it on the rest of the property. Initially, we were only treating about half of the property.
Okay.
And the glossy buckthorns are not native to Dwelly Farm, correct?
Correct. They're not native to this part of the world at all.
Now, you said you've been treating it for the what, past 3 years, 4 years?
Yes, we've been funded by the Community Preservation Committee to do this work for the last few years.
And they also have funding currently from CPC.
CPC. Oh, I already. All right, so you're going to be doing this, but you're not going to be doing any of the spraying or anything near the wetlands?
So, Jess, if you don't mind speaking to the distance from the wetland.
Yeah, so in the map that yeah, right here. So these are the spray areas, so you can determine how close they spray up to and into the wetlands. The herbicide treatment can be spot sprayed. But if you have concerns about spraying on the wetlands, you can make that condition, but they are everywhere. So it's how much management is necessary and appropriate.
We also do, can you hear me all right? I'm working remotely.
Yes, hi Jess.
Okay, hi. We always do things like cut stem treatments and hand wiping first as kind of the least impactful methods before any sort of foliar spraying is even put on the table in a wetland or a wetland buffer situation. So kind of, the most bang for your buck without getting too heavy-handed, so to speak, is always our first course of action in these situations. And most of this area is fairly dry. There's streams that pass through it, and around those we would absolutely be only doing hand wiping only or cut stem treatment only to avoid any sort of foliar applications near water.
Okay, thank you.
And they're going for a negative determination based on that they have a agricultural, what is it, an agricultural determination on the property?
Correct.
And
We have a forest stewardship plan on the property, and the beginning of our invasive treatment was on the advisement of our forester when we had that plan completed.
And herbicide
Do you know
treatment on
the
agriculture.
percentage of the herbicide?
Might be a question for,
What's the strength of it?
that might be a question for Jess. Jess,
Sure, the mixed strength that we use is based on what the label recommends, and that's at 2% concentration. There is an application we can do a mix that you use much less of it and the concentration's a little bit higher, which we tend to do in situations like this because it's an oil base, so it stays on the leaves and doesn't run off. So it's much more targeted. And that's usually an 8%. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
We can share any of that information at your request. Just let me know what you need and I'm happy to send it along.
Sure, thank you. Okay, so I think I'll make a negative determination.
And I will second that.
any discussion?
No, thank
No.
you.
All those in favor, how do you vote, Dave?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Passes as a negative determination at 6:47. Very good. Emily, I will get the determination together and I will reach out to you for a pickup.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, can I give you guys this to sign? And I will take your papers. Thank you, thank you.
I'm more familiar with the percentage
Yeah.
on that stuff.
Next on the list is agent updates. My only update for you and everybody is that we are happy to announce that Christoph Chartier was appointed to the Conservation Commission at the last select board meeting. And we are very excited to have him. I will get him up to speed after this meeting and get him all ready for the October 16th meeting. That means we will have 3 members. A quorum is still 2, and we have 2 open seats on Concom. If anybody is interested in joining, please see me on how to apply.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's it for my updates. Chair and member comments, Mr. Andrews, Mr. Simmons.
Well, no, everything has been good. It's been a good month. Been fairly quiet.
Been very busy.
And
it's hopefully gonna quiet down.
and there's a lot of stuff being done in the office, and a lot of walks taken, and so it's been a good month so
Yes.
far.
No comment.
No
Yeah,
comment. David,
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
oh, can't do that yet.
No.
Next meeting is October 16th, 2023, at 6:30 PM. Now you can make a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second?
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor?